So finally, US has decided to choose their next president after Joe Biden. Na say omo echo polls no area no na say between Kamala Harris and afein so Donald J. Trump na say Trump etimi winning most of the electoral colleges ama say right now ne de ye ka say in prayer de Donald Trump and the 47th president at the United States of America. Now, share abakwasemu na ye linke US for womo politics and womo elections ne adia womo aye comparing it to Ghana. Now, utimi say Ghana had most of the Ghanaians and so politicians ne titiri and the New Patriotic Party and so the National Democratic Congress no womo ehune say they are in alignment with the Republicans and the Democrats womo ewo US. It's a share from Ghana yen Fourth Republic right from the late Jerry John Rawlings now the first president for the Republic of Ghana now timu say or no yebeka ne say ne party na the NDC party no they are in alignment with US Democrats for no and afin so no o share Ghana hanum say so MPP omone Republicans na alignment. And funny enough MPP for Esemboa yenim no osnuko which is the elephant so na okopie mu USA Republicans no enso no omo symbol no elephant sa enti no o share from time immemorial at the eba 2024 ya yewomi a te say na make na earlier no utimi said the first president na Otena Edremu from 1993 to a year 2001 no a year the late Jerry John Rawlings na oye Democrat and afin so no oko US na Bill Clinton na onunso Democrat sa intina akoye say US for aba na Bill Clinton wini ya oye Democrat no na chese the bagan hanso ye to aba no na chese Jerry John Rawlings enso edin kunim intina chese akwakoye 1:1. Now Jerry Efri so na John Ajikum Kufo woye MPP ni betina dream that's from 2001 to 2009. That period no enso na uko USA na chese George Bush na ono nso president ho na ono no ewo Republicans na chese na akoye say NDC eba power Ghana na says they can say Democrat eba power USA na say oba Ghana na NDC for ne power and I say oko saying the next term of office no after the 8 years John Ajikum for bar power na chese saying George Bush so aba na chese akwakoye square now onun so free so we saw Barack Obama from the Democrat onun so buy now Barack Obama buy na oba Ghana the late John Evans Atamils onun so Ghana for eto ne swaba but unfortunately or serve 3 years and then 199 days and na pass year but then still John Dramani Mahama take over it's now John Dramani Mahama and the vice president so it still leaves us to the NDC being in power ebra na Barack Obama so now Barack Obama free so na yehu say yato aba sebe yato aba USA Donald Trump ababefa na Donald Trump befa no yehu say his excellency Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo sebe one Donald Trump and the bar power and we know say Donald Trump no ne party na eba power now so shocking news and it's 2020 and womo call after the 4-year term na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo call back. Yes, call back for the second term. Say Ghana for better on the swaba or no any Donald Trump. And unfortunately, Sebi Donald Trump you too so and Joe Biden buy, but the Akufo-Addo was still grinding. And you know, and there's some swift change beto a year the elections between USA and Ghana. Now said an Americano womo atwaba ama Donald Trump said be serve one term na ye two ni free so no US form and they were winning most of the electoral colleges from Georgia to Pennsylvania. So to say the big states, you know, this time around no was sign a claiming ni vote e wo hobiema enya sem ketwa. Now ye baka na say Ghana for start say e dey align because him said December 7th will be going to the polls ye kwakoto aba enti ya start here ye draw margins ni ade ebinum ka say baby ade ne kone de eni eyanyenyan. Now yen sha ade wa hanom say ye share this year about US for etona. It is between a vice president, which is Kamala Harris, and afeyunsuno you can say a former president, Donald Trump. Oba Ghana hanso you can say about one so between a vice president, Dr. Mahama and afeyunsuno a former president, John Dramani Mahama. So people started not to say was sabride the pen paper si ho na ye analysis no ni hu ba bia agro no e kwa kodru na agro no kowie we US dia na to say Donald Trump aba back there some school of thoughts na echemu say and from all indication no na say December 7th already you say analysis be has been made groundwork research ni ade na no global analytics for Edebetudwa say omosha said the near corner per their research ne near my year the 16 region no all indication shows say John Dramani Mahama is winning and unfortunately ni yebeka ne say anopen so no their SC US no ama ebinumo say it could be and I say it is possible say John Dramani Mahama ebedi nkunim ewo afi abaye beto no December 7 2024 no emu enti say pa Donald Trump etimi aba back no ebimu said this is a very huge comeback sebe o de baga na kasemo yebeka ne say sankofa ane enti say US for asan kwakofa wo president dada ne dia na say it is possible say Ghana so yenso ye be kwakofa yen president dada John Dramani Mahama. Now the image be better screens no so the amal that image we no bra yes so we share screens no so we share the first image na that screens no so na that was Donald Trump bra na say ensa hodo na clergy hodo no atene wo monsa wo no so na say ye hwie mpai bon wosra no ani esi wosra nti nkonwa nyina bebubu nti na say ye hwie gu no so ama ne edi nkunim ana nkunim aye ne chefa na oba ase ho a ube say papa bi she yellow pa sebe ensa hodo nso gu no ho a sebe ube hu owusu bempass wo gine mu bie ne goggles nanso no na uhwe say the mfonim yenu nan na manfo chem say said there ewia ye no Sara nso na ensuo ebeye enti said the Donald Trump yetene nsa wo no so ebo mpaye man na emei waba beye the 47th president at the United States of America no na say obviously Ghana hanso the next president hwe nanim kwan ebeka said the incoming president no John Dramani Mahama na we Abeku Santana ne posti ent wo hwe de otroye na osisan kofa and say what church mu enti san means to return, ko means to go, and fa to seek in Ghanian philosophy, go back and get it. International say John Dramani Mahama at vote for change. And I say from all indication no, and they said the name is Canadian. It is possible say John Dramani Mahama sign Abba power. There is another school of thought. I been so say it could be in favor of the MPP, but before you be tackle MPP for issue no ma yene nana komo this image I started say go viral social media no so amount for you say this is clearly, I mean, we don't even need anybody to prophesy to us again. Yeah, prophecy be a beam. Say Mahama, we need this. Shows clearly say December 7th, no, it is John Dramani Mahama. And Nana, I'm sure say we who a year pictures here go viral near there and what people are saying about it. Do you think say from what happened 2020? Sebe adeno an coincide it say the debia na ye no. Do you think say ebia ebeto aso sana say ebeko back say former president abaide it is possible say Ghana so former president bitimi aba power?
Okay. So answer no yen find check say ma eti for ni ahwefo ni obi bia we nyabra or share on this particular platform. If we will be we need, you follow me a lot, I realize I'm very keen on United States politics. I started taking interest way back in 2016 when Donald Trump was announced or contested a Republican. So we need deep policy. I realized that Trump himself, he was known to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Trump was way back in the early 2000s when we used to watch wrestling, WWE, the days of The Rock, the days of John Cena.
Yeah.
So WWE chairman, Mr. McMahon, Mr. McMahon, or no, Fred Donald Trump, but until Fred Donald Trump, not Donald Trump, no bar, or no swafa restless, no with a briefcase, but Donald Trump, bar, we will be out wrestling then, or bar, and the team song, money.
Yeah,
exactly. So we used to watch that as a kid, and Trump do portray Trump as this billionaire. He's a billionaire, though.
Yeah.
Now a bar, now as a Ubia Babebona, so restless. So that was how we knew Trump. But Trump, Trump was very popular. He started being popular way back in the 70s. And yeah, I don't know if you're following Trump, but there's a particular interview that's trending on social media. Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Or beside Trump 30, 40 years ago. So would you run for president? Now, Oprah, our Democrats. Trump too was a Democrat and was switched by a Republican.
Yeah.
But then if 40, 30 years ago, because 1980s more or 70, it's me beside Trump said, would you ever run for president? Which is a
the potential was there.
Exactly. What I say? There's something in him. So fast track to 2016 after all this whole real estate thing. Or CCC and Opeso politics, Opeso standing for president. He had a successful show, which was The Apprentice, which was airing on NBC. Okay, and then all of a sudden the season end, NBC wanted to renew, and also they be renew. He wants to go and stand for president. So that was the change, and he switched parties to the Republican Party. And when Trump started, all of us were taking him as a joke.
Yeah,
because Obejina podium, so I'll build a wall. I'll make Mexico pay for it. Like in some in literal terms, Rebecca said it's feasible. You can achieve them. But then who will be a full America? America sees everything as a drama. America itself, fan. They take everything as entertainment.
A joke, yeah.
So if you're a person who is able to rally using the entertainment base or the entertainment force, you capture people's attention, and you can be dumb as a rock, but if you're entertaining and you are condensing, if you are entertaining and also you kind of appeal to a lot of people, somehow it's okay, this guy is different, you will win the presidency. So when Trump won 2016 elections, 50 Cent, who happens to be his friend, came on CNN to say that Trump was not running to win, he was running to add to his resume, say, okay, I've done things, I was a billionaire, I also ran for president. So when Trump ran for president, he won. He himself was shocked. But ultimately, he realized that I was taking this as a joke. And ultimately, this thing that I'm taking as a joke has turned into something which is more serious.
Yeah.
And that was when, Trump, the Democrats as a Democrat, they didn't even understand how Trump
that guy won.
We follow politics at that time. 2017-18, almost Russia disinformation, Russia for the man, Trump every year, investigation or Congress. After the year, say wakone obiakoye ye be impeaching. All these things were there. The biani the take Trump sa answer na coronavirus hit in 2019. Honestly, Trump didn't do a good job. He did a good job of bringing a vaccine and trying to go into quarantine, but we were all in the house. In 70 and US, I remember, TV ambulance were packed, and a president will come on national TV and say you should bleach. And he's talking about something. And honestly, that time it seemed like a toy. So that was when the American people came to a realization that no, this guy, we believed in him, but he's a comedian.
Yeah.
And that is why in 2020 elections, Trump lost and lost big. Okay. But this is where the table turns. When Trump lost the 2020 elections, no, fine, Obeka see him and all of that. I know DSI, Trump, no, Bibian Kuni, Kra, Opa Media, and NC table, so then tough from Obeka so be a year. He always blames somebody. He's always playing the blame game. But then, even Okoye Kra Democrats, okay, I said, the call.
Yeah, courts. Yeah.
You saw a felon. You were charging. In all of that, you know, he was fighting. And once again, America loves drama. It will be Trump a court. You see, 34 charges. I remember the day they were charging him. All 34 counts guilty. You see, hey, I go over jail. Oh, I did bet you now. You see. Yasan New York court we say no baby akoda porn star bi oni akotwa ne mark shot na odi abe print t-shirt and then Trump and akọ Georgia. Trump was everywhere. They were suing him left and right for his case with one prostitute, his case with trying to overturn the Georgia election, and his case with tax returns, falsifying tax returns in New York because his business is in New York. All these things, Trump was facing them. But then in all this adversity, Trump was showing resilience. And then he ultimately said, I'll run for president again. So the Congress and the people were trying to use elements a felon can't stand for President Trump across Supreme Court. No, we be in the case. Interpretation about and a Trump being a nomination. When Trump got the nomination, then we saw that the people said, okay, if we were not able to put him in prison, if we were not able to lock him up, if we were not able to do anything to stop him from running, then NEB used a machine to take him off. And that was when we saw the first assassination attempt of Donald Trump at Pennsylvania. And not moving somewhere, it was reshaping history. And honestly, that day, I was just at the office. Me call Twitter. I said Trump has been shot. And it's a miracle. Say a bullet will come at the inch of your ears and you survive. Trump survived. The next time, so another assassination attempt. Mar-a-Lago. Another one, so sir, 3 assassination attempts. And all of these times, this guy was showing much resilience and strength since our fight. Into Joe Biden, on Joe Biden, contesting. And Joe Biden on any debate, and Papa Freezy was stage. Democrat,
Kamala Harris.
And one Democrats for a mistake. Because some allow process, and for bed, even if it is 1 week or 2 weeks, near find the best person. And I'm taking Kamala Harris, and I'm see her. Oh, Kamala Harris, or a Jamaican, or sounds Indian, or a diverse. Using these tactics, and they thought they had finished Trump. It's leading up to these elections, Kamala. All that they were portraying, we should CBS, we should NBC, we should BBC, we should CNN, we should ABC, we should all the foreign news all that they were projecting about Kamala Harris was she's black, she's Jamaican, she women rights, women inclusion. But America is past that stage because our friends from America, they will tell you some taxes no how more. I see America for you try it, taxes higher. The amounts that you work so hard, now Brunia taxes by 20,000 cedis. I'm telling you, it's serious. See, let me digress a little bit. This issue is very serious. And this thing started under the Biden regime. Because Biden regime, Obio making a certain amount of dollars be an OJ, no, they are making here for. Oh, America, you have all the opportunities. I didn't tell me Missika was about on chain. You can't tell me, say, you are not working to feel so new. Okay, you are unemployed. Now, government, me taxes. And the fact that these companies we work with, talking about Google, YouTube, Facebook, and so all of them are American companies. They were mandated by Biden's government to tax almost 40%. That means if your job makes 30,000 cedis, Biden is taking like almost 12 or 15,000. That notwithstanding bank charges, Ghana charges, and also taxes what Ghana has. You see, it is very hectic. Let me give you the breakdown of why some people like us, we don't like this Democrats in. Let's say in a good month, okay, you make 30,000 cedis, okay, and let's assume say $1 is like 10 cedis, so you make $3,000 and you make 30,000 cedis. So 30,000 cities a be a Google for the Bemano. Google for no one contrast everything you make, they are taking 55%. So out of that 30,000, Google for be like 12, 14, 15, 16,000. Ebeka 14,000. 14,000 now can also. Yes, withholding tax because only America. Near family here for war. Now your son swat another 40%. It's not can be 8,000 or 7,000. We are Ghana for banks so a bar. So you see the money, you get clear, and people were complaining, not just SCA in Ghana, but people outside the country. Who will be all US, you can call the person, more US, you can even comment. People were complaining, groceries are higher. Groceries say tomatoes near the other. Groceries were higher. People were paying increase bills. Abroach internet bills every month. Abroach water bills every month. You know people, and there's a time, which US politics, there's a time that they use that people are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Now they are and that is exactly how we are living here in Ghana. Paycheck to what? To paycheck. And it is a very, very sad. So all of these things are air costs, definitely, it created this kind of thinner sentiment, a harbor in people. And the funny thing is, when Kamala came into the picture, well, I think it's okay. She's going to be something different. Me, I don't have any problem with women leading. All my life, especially where we are working now, is women that we've used to build this. Women are the pinnacle of everything that we do in terms of this media stuff. One person or close to me, Madam Fubakobeka, to say, and it is true. So women are the pinnacle of everything that we build. But then when it comes to these things running a country, we shouldn't base on the facts or your back. We need competency. We need a person who can do the job. And when this woman came, even though she was the vice president, yes, so a Jamaican or an Indian, yeah, they don't. But catch your policy, sir. We need policy by a and a debiano could a placard be abortion. Abortion be the other. Fine, women, if women want to have abortion, is their own body. Maybe a family when your body but you can't be running across all 50 states saying say abortion. Abortion, yeah, who can you know? Trump or not Trump, no go for ya on abortion. These are Trump eka say my man mandatory in the whole US obia be abortion and legal. You will state. It is state do wa pa abortion. Mun decide state do pa abortion. Into New York says abortion open cry 7 months so be year abofrana ma. But maybe to say Texas, I hear more of evangelicals, new Christian. It is state to state. I mean, my typical example for you to understand why they were using this weapon against Trump. Okwa Ashanti region, okay. For example, Oba Accra na in Krafo be do omu festival. Omu timika say, and no loud music.
Yeah.
No loud music for 1 week. Meanwhile, Kumasi Fosu be omu festival. They don't say no loud music for 1 week. But what you mean can't share me say the whole Ghana no loud music for 1 week because in Kranfu di Omu Festival.
That's not possible.
It is not possible. Let the guns decide what is good for them. Let the Ashantis decide what is good for them. That is all that Trump is saying. But Bano, general things like it applies to all the country. That is what Trump did. Trump took the thing from a national level and on them are various regions. Say you guys should decide. And this woman was moving around abortion. In fact, at a point they asked her about her policies. She didn't have any. When she had opportunity to debate Trump, she was baiting Trump. Like kind sema as a trade no. Now crowd size here. Not Trump can have bigger crowds. Now not Trump can they are eating the dogs. But you see, maybe Trump a normal. For example, somebody like me, if you go and tell my father, say, nana ayesi ana nana nebuofu na wakoka nsembi ana nana wakostormy baby ayeya, my father will not be surprised. If you tell all my family members, my mother's side, my father's side, even my friends, they will not be surprised because him say nipa ni say not from birth. So there are things which are nana ni sune ni bind. This is the character of nana. Okay, inti ya yesa my yesa mana normal like Shatawale to me the atema e channel akono ne Mahama e kasa e channel akono ne Baomi akasa but wo abon ti sin for koye bi na hwe ye be yi wedi wadwumem ye be banishi wo fie be Shatawale ya sa na Shatawale de otie Imagine getting up and seeing Sako de Sebu, Echo Life, Eka so be my trim. We'll all be surprised, like, wow, Sako de. All of us will feel disappointed. But Satawale, any news? Satawale, any news? Eke mini. Oh, my mean, do not. Oh, any news? Satawale is not here. But immediately, otherwise, so Trump was saying those things, and we felt like this is Trump at his best. Obe can kwasi asemesi say. But at the end of the day, can he do the job? At the end of the day, the job Donald Trump, can he do it? Yes, he can. And leading up to this, me, if you're watching, follow me now, I've been posting that this guy is going to win. I went to the extent of even going to certain spiritualists. I'm telling you, calling them, say, hey, Usu nimsusu masem, we want to be winning. And I'm say Trump. Me be saying for I said Trump. Even yesterday, you ko insuna no na ekoya ko yesam eyibi. You ko me be say papa and say massa, why the baby? No, say Trump. What I say? And everybody was saying Trump. So it tells you how some of us see him. And the Democrats were run like this is going to be the first female president.
Yeah.
For the first time, Democrats lose to Trump. I'm a Trump in your popular vote. Last time Trump won the votes against Hillary Clinton, he lost popular vote and won just the electoral college. But this time around, Trump won the electoral college and also won the popular vote. Now, when it comes to the electoral college, let me explain. US is a big state, okay? So they are saying, if we always vote it with numbers, the highest number, a certain person will win always. Ebi akwai se Ghana has year 2 aba. And year 2 aba ni say the highest person wins. Yen fan say akan ni na de bi o stand. Yen kan no kre. Akan ni betimi win ya kopim time bi asbeba. But esan say yen pese be akan ye pese increme agbefo ananzimafo a omo ye kitwe bi no. Ombenya say in national affairs, ye ma obia electoral college nti Ashanti region mo so. Okay, mo electoral college 15. Voter region, mo electoral college 7. Northern region, mo electoral college 10. In Zema, so you need to win most of the electoral colleges. So 2 candidates, any person win more electoral colleges gains the presidency. That is why yesterday, if you're following the elections, Trump was doing. In fact, yesterday I couldn't sleep. Soccer crime shapes. And when Trump, personally, I wanted Trump to win Georgia because Trump we need Georgia and pathway to all. Immediately Trump won Georgia. I'm saying case no close. In 1 hour channel winning North Carolina, winning Pennsylvania, and then he crossed 270. And I was even surprised that Trump even won the popular votes.
277.
And it is God's work. So me, I see it like Nyankopon spared a year Donald Trump's life for a reason. And that is why I always I say this thing, say Nyankopon allow niema sebe utike na ka ni nyas na wu. It is sad, but then God allowed it for a reason. As I said, that same God too will not allow certain things to happen to you in his time. Because he in a cross, why not you? God knew what he was doing with Donald Trump. So Trump, I like the fact that and then all my the victory speech, I say God spared my life for a purpose. Because come on, now second assassination attempt nope, or Bogov no be the rifle. I mean, until you kill a do you get what I'm saying? It is so serious, and Trump survived all of this. And I believe in God, and I think that the wars which is going on, God's children are crying. God's children are crying. I'm talking about the God's children. Maybe I say one more Ukraine, Russia, no, both sides they are dying. You have to video be na drone aquatity be young nice guy. Yeah, young crop we any more Ghanian. That them crop be brace some Koyejuma or Russia. They don't want to front line. Who are no move? We've seen a documentary which was done by TV3. Or more Israel and Gaza. Look at the October 7th. There are lots of wars. And during Trump time, he held this, your friend is saying, macho man figure. Nobody wanted to mess with him. But if power no, Yanum gave for true to move for it. They are so your friend is a soft. They are not showing any positive strength. In time of BIM Kwasiadi Ope. Today, a year seat, a year November 2024. Mark my words. In 1 year time, the Ukraine-Russia war will end. The Gaza Israel war will end. You see something. Because Trump now all ban on no chinkwasiasem. This was a guy who went on Twitter and posted, Russia for Jimia or best your master this up in Puanoania. What did they do? They stopped what they were doing. And he's telling you, say, it is discipline, it is showmanship. He doesn't want you to love him. Okay, he wants the right thing to be done, and he stands for something. Somebody says something, say, it's either you stand for something or you fall for anything. Trump stands for something. And that is why he won today. It's trumu for any abortion. You think God is a fool? Nyankopon atasro wejimi. Or see what na ma assassin doreno. Oh, kuta plaka say abortion. Nipa na oka abortion no kro niba. Kamalo niba. On that. I don't have an issue if for one on was on the when you menopause. But you can't be telling people to be like you. Using that as a we are nuclear few aside from using those abortions only policies.
Yeah.
Nukunu dog embo phone number fran or tatu niti bepem the 9. Bemane or bemana ya no ho oba. Oba no so ya no ho bema. Is this what you want to lead people? Maybe it's not going to happen. And God has told that God has shown us and told us that even if America is the greatest nation on earth, He is the greatest person who rules the world. And today's victory just showed that. Now coming on to Ghana, no, whatever happened in whatever is happening in US, definitely it has certain similar correlations with what is happening in US, because Trump was basically a one-time president, and then he was booted out just like Mahama, okay, and now he came back and he won, and Mahama too is coming back. So these are the correlation. Bawumia too was a vice president. In fact, recently Krano Kamale Obekaya Obagana at the $100 million ebeto so okay. Yeah. Or no only Bawumia no mujo almost say the 100 million bas yenye tumu.
Almost a LGBT colors.
Exactly.
Jubilee house.
It's Akufo do car say, oh, I'm not going to ban pe okono $100 million. On no so only Bawumia. So both of them, one is running for US as president, and one is also running for Ghanaian president. But the thing is, Sanko for me anyway, you crooks. Actually, sitting in Kamala's political career is dead. American Democrat Party no moment in Kwasiasemu. You do go back. Now when to me win run. They spent $1.5 billion on her. That is like Mozambique GDP. $1.5 billion on campaigning for her alone, and she lost. You to me for own back, you didn't materialize it. On the other hand, Akwebiso Bawumia were promising from head to toe, thinking say the keys of Ghana be mano. Now as answer be via Wamachi mafia for no abe hijack Ghana's resources, and they will loot Ghana like what they've been doing. Inshallah, it's not going to happen. The God we serve is bigger. So in aid of this, a buy who send for a joy similarities.
Yeah.
I beg you Santana post and the moon picture you.
Yeah. I think say what's his name? Hopes in Adoyen so abeye ne de. Ono so abeye ne analysis. Or James said both of them they all like LGBTQ.
Both of them support us, of
both
course.
Of them. Okay, so
they both like LGBT. Good.
Yes, also both of them are vice presidents. Both propose their own vision and distance their campaign from their failed government.
Exactly.
International so to say hopes in so dear come or drawing the lines. Also both of them are using blue bars for their campaign.
Exactly.
International say so they Kamala hallucinate there. Obviously.
Bawumia will lose. And let me tell you today. And how did that? I know we are not mini obi kasa.
Ebetimi adane.
Me na mini obi kasa na nipa ne catch me say the same person who told me that Trump is going to win, the same person is telling me say Bawumia is going to win. I'm saying no, that prophecy we don't question me wrong. It is wrong because of two things. Now, the two things I may hinge on is because of a man called Nana Bediako Cheddar. Last month we were mostly outside the studio with your colleague, and we were shocked. A brand name called Kasa. Can I talk? What do you want to talk? I want to talk about what's going on. It's only kasa sideways. Now, person tie the all cans now the to camera so the person that they are settling, especially the youth, cheddar.
Cheddar, yeah. Even when you sit in vehicles, people and only their funny thing or more and say those young mama penny for now, they don't even know who Cheddar is. I remember I sat in a car from Accra, Nameba. It was a taxi. Yeah, 4. No moody remember 2 neo can need income. They were trying to convince the woman to let her understand who Cheddar is. Just
exactly.
Say, man, the background, baby, or started free, yeah, freedom, Caesar. No, so yes, say like they were or supported Kwame Nkrumah policy. And you know one thing about these old folks is most of them are still into Kwame Nkrumah.
Of course.
And you know, would you be banner the Nipane bet ebe bata Kwame Nkrumah pe as a wenyan. And the woman was so interested. O say okay, ne mama any account because your mama me banner share no. O see a friend is saying. So you see that now people are trying to draw other people's attention to Cheddar. Say oh, obi so ho a friend Cheddar like se mo mpe ala na. We dey sisi anu mo consider Cheddar. And I think say global analytics are making us understand say sisi a Cheddar eda 3.
Or ET into Baumia's games.
Yes, and I say Alan Crowder or Mabo not watching.
Therefore, and you see that the analogy I'm making is very perfect because if you look at it from another angle, so this Cheddar, no, the entire Cheddar is so popular is that you see there is a time for everything in this world. Few years ago, when social media was buzzing, those who were quick enough to start Facebook pages, website, and YouTube, they're enjoying now. Okay, if you start YouTube now, I swear. But could be I may try say 2 years grana. Yeah, so it is very hard. But first, when you it blow, it goes. I quite say TikTok. TikTok fast first.
Yes.
Those who are able to go fast. They official. And now started TikTok. It is quite hard for you to get there. What I say, and for you to be a TikTok star, I just say it be significant like the Kivo guy, you know.
Yeah.
And that's maybe be extraordinary. Do you get what I'm saying? So, in all of this, last year, Ghanaians were yearning for something different. That different thing was Kennedy Japan. And unfortunately, MPP former Adrian Koho, it's some people who deep as a community, they booted Kennedy Japan off. It was not because Kennedy Japan lost. It was because Okostane as a flag bearer. And all of your 69 out of your 270 MPs, no, or so who are there, no, 269 and support. So, not even after your markings, who is friends, close, or your neighbors, central region. Not even after your markings, on your one supporting Kennedy Japan.
Yeah. And
Ken was able to pull an impressive figure. This tells you, say, the grassroots wants somebody. And I'm also probe, and they forcefully put Baumia there. I remember before the elections, November 4th elections last year, it's not church a taxi, and the taxi driver was telling me, say, Kennedy Japan, Kennedy, everywhere Ken. The people wanted Ken. People wanted change. People want a taste of that money. Ken in Sema no on the Namoko radio station, it was sinking in the minds of the ordinary Ghanaians. I'll do this, I'll do that. Give me the chance. And Ken is telling you, say, in all of these things, I've built businesses. I've employed over 30,000 people. I can do it. These people are there on my school PhD. They've not employed any person. Ken was telling us, in Japan, if you want, not loop and this guy came, me a Cheddar.
What the strategy?
Me Osu me see Osu
number 1 hotel.
Nanwa or ye program UPSC. I was there. Akweka your day body se kai be say $1 million. School ni nyina ni obia bai. Na ote ho wo hwe se okọ afa trotro be 4 times. I be see ho hu niam bebre na ugyina se obia ba Cheddar na hu kai hey bisa hu se nyame da ben. And the people say they want a taste of that money. And then people are saying, okay, if Cheddar got this, and then Cheddar can do something for we the youth. And honestly, he started, I saw his political campaign to be like,
try Makwe. Yeah, the new force.
And I feel he serious be. What I say, he was just, I saw a Sabia or person here for doing his sake. But then, out of, Sabi try Makwe, I saw before Jenny serious.
Yeah.
And there's this particular video, Twitter, me call is it not a chance? I say, yes, we can. Say, hey, I did baby a drone, and this guy is eating. And nobody Cheddar also 272 constituency bar stores near there. He's everywhere. One is moving from constituency to constituency, and the other one is sitting at his office in a yellow T-shirt. My policies, GDP, why the interpretation of parliament laws, Alan Chairman thing. And the other one, I just say one man the podium. No, I start. You didn't know do no, I sat.
And the other one.
What you say?
And the other one.
But this particular one, that me that one, and this particular one, woman the podium was say we are policy for fraud. This guy has given over 300 every day be a new policy.
Okay, simple for.
It's not a space. And the Ghana for yemfa sika nto ade biom ekene ebe nam soro
yebe
mo adwin ben na woni
twetwa wan wan si de
adwin ben na woni ni tibu no kumpalita be ka ntri na ankra na what is really in that man's head. So that is one. Ono so ho the other one too, you don't really see his campaign and say oh yeah there eni enkofu o mewu ni mbrafo no ni omko no the bibia beto me number 8. Now, instead of you to fight the person, no, no, we head on head, no, on your baby, I will and echo.
Don't go.
You look at this, you see a next picture to not landing dry gin at the table, so not already graphic. But I send your idea kakra. So what I say, now so yeah, de kakra, no, so I could trouble be no, yeah, because no quantum, so I can say, someone for 2 years. And you see these people, they want power. And you see them and ask yourself, are these people supposed to be fighting over policies or they are supposed to be fighting over how powerful a ghost is? And you get up again and you see that these same people too, aside from everything that they are doing, be serious kakra.
Yeah.
No, there are about 5 questions to a certain man. Instead of that man to answer those questions, that man to reply with 72 questions. And you ask yourself, saying, for me, Jimmy Anna. They've given you simple 5 questions. Answer it. The city was 4 cities when you were leaving power. The city is 17 cities now. You are the chairman of the economic management team. Under your auspices, we've had this fiscal debt. We are low on this. Answer it. You can use the terminologies only to get up and somebody has replied with 72 more questions. And yet and now come in say you answer questions with more questions. It's Jimmy for in power. And you ask yourself, that is why people like Cheddar are gaining grounds. And Obi say Afrafranto, you think he will make a difference.
But what kind of people crank here?
What you say? You do no now new parliament I see me. Instead of you to focus on your campaign. Parliament aseme fa ho ben wo we need one MP kra wo ho uko and the speaker Bangbagwin should follow principles and 30 days now can law be bit my pass work Ghana. Focus on what is in front, focus on the way forward. And he's there. No I say yellow near my name be
amen na be dey
now when your bodyguards be near the dogs man. The Alan Cash we knew used to give policies. The Alan Cash we knew, we know head of UN, WHO. We revered him. We looked up to him. But now he's more like a yellow joker. We be a yellow Afrafranto. What you have near 12 Afrafranto now work of Afrafranto as a team song. And you might talk about that way. Debbie. So it clearly tells you, say, all these things are air cost on. Definitely, Mahama will win. Okay, but me, I'm not even concerned about Mahama because Mahama do be winning. Oh, share me, I remember your comments behind a more bias. Hey, yeah, here campaign my MPP. We did the campaign for New Patriotic Party. And this time we are telling you, say, man in Koyi, and as it is now, Baumia will lose, Mahama will win. But the big question I'm also asking is that about a year in your papa Mahama, he's not putting any person in the like say obe training because you see an ufi power. Who is next to come? Jenana, she currently oko 80 years. Okay, currently Jenana is around 80 years. It's 4 years, anyway, I even who knows? NDC for vice president for move. Who knows? This woman might even die.
Oh, that's vice president baako pe na ewu ye na na so opem pe vice.
What you say wa ha say?
Nye mi sa atape.
Na wakọ
fa. Omo president omo vice na ewu.
Wakọ fa Jena, ma me hwe Jena no poku agema. Jena na age. Jena na.
Me ka se mi ama ye ho nkyere wa.
Oh, no kra na me ka cho. Me dey say me mbo bi so me mbo bi so onwu. But all that I'm trying to say is
okay, so anything is possible.
Okay, she's 72 years.
If you are don't go win.
She's 72 years.
And to be honest, 4 years me we di 76.
If you are don't go we di 73.
If you are don't go na and the same age near paper so age. But the bush and for mama me need 82 years.
82 years no timi gina simpio so ene nkofo obondi 82.
Oh, it's an bush and for chile.
Oh,
I'm for ahodi o.
People for one di 82 years we say eketwa.
Oh, me 80 years elder be o ma so ba no sa be bon se one.
Well, it could be, but this woman's age.
Say on also di fresh food or te crossing warrior farming into.
Yeah, it could be. I think it could be.
It could be.
Yeah, we mistake. Yeah, we Jena no Pokwajiman, 22nd November 1951. She's 72 years. If God really Mahama eba
power. Yes, Africa no be di birthday no ascend 73.
Exactly.
22nd November.
Yeah. Into 73. Jema say she'll get into power at the age of 73. If you add 4 to 8, will be power now 77. She's too old. But then this analogy may be wrong because Akufo-Addo in Petite onu wuda.
Yes, Sunday.
As it omu to me spiritual attack. Na nkofo no omo tu enim newu no no to Akufo-Addo de ani de say me
ever find it because we here.
Aha. So
direct.
Exactly. But Jena no poku 72 years. So by the end of the term should be 76, 77. If we should give her another 4 years, she'll be 81. Can she live to that age? It depends on a whole lot of factors. The factors that it depend on will be her health, how strong she is, and I think she can because US, there's a certain congresswoman, a friend of Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi's age around getting to 90 years. She won again yesterday. Nancy Pelosi age. Let me check it. Or your kokrowa.
It's possible.
Nancy Pelosi 84 years.
Okay.
And she won another term during yesterday's election in California. So another 2 years and they'll be 86. And there are even people in America, US Senate are already 90 years who are still but you see, the president job is a bit hectic. But MPD, you can just live in the confines of your community. Okay, but this woman might so maybe usually if Jena Opoku-Agyeman will be the leader and the flag bearer, what will happen is she needs to pick a younger person. And wouldn't it be so nice if Jena Opoku-Agyeman is the flag bearer and she picks Senator Rawlings? Then we have a female vice president, a female president. To be so nice.
Let's say boss. So
yeah, no, but funny enough, when women are in power, the laws favor men. In power, the laws favor men a lot. It is reverse when the men are in power. When the men are in power, you want females' votes. And in your back, so 10 years in jail. Nemba ni aje. So now your bar, you want the men's vote because you know say Bema or some stereotypes say woman can lead. Until women say best start to Google. You see anu kunuba wa suma. You measure the severity of it before you be jailing. And to wa sum the bit as a normal offense and a misdemeanor. So it is the river. So she can 72 years she can. Banka with DBS 62, it will have been so lovely. Wow. But on the other hand, Baumia, I don't see Baumia coming back.
They say Baumia won't mean back. Is it because of Kamala's issue? And I say on a normal level, no, you should say the Ghana for Canada, not to say is not coming back, but because it's related to the US elections.
I know what I see is if you take Japan out of the picture, yeah. Then Baumia can be retained and Baumia can win 2028 elections. But if Ken is there, it will be difficult. The reason why I make Ken is if the MPP loses this particular December 7th elections, the next 4 years, no, says in fact, they will start thinking of themselves because you see, our betting here contract unye bi kakra na we save ya any aban sika we kakra and na be live off for the next 4 years sa sika na bi na also the campaign. Okay, so Baumia is not really a business person like kind people near there. They owns money. So Baumia will need to be financed. It's who will finance Baumia, and if the walls are broken and the shield is not there to shield Baumia, onya massive support now. On it can blow to blow, pound for pound. You see, and Obian support you not get any backing. And I think on it can pound to pound. Abia Baumia will seem like the English one. Like will be or ideas near the other, but can connect so much better to the grassroots, the ordinary Ghanian, even the ordinary. And you know, say November 4th elections now, of course, like MPP primary.
Yeah,
NDC people, some of the NDC people were even pushing for Kenya. Exactly. So, if that time in 2028, if Ken is still alive, if Ken is still strong, Ken may be the next president of the Republic of Ghana. I don't see Baumia coming back with our ideas. Acquire music app, acquire Uber app. Now the Uber app is saying say be compete with Uber. Now Uber GDP $157 billion. Do you know the services and the service Uber drivers use? Mimiti your application by acquire every month I'm paying like $200 in US just to keep the service there. And Uber is like 1 millionth of that. And who service because or that a date now what has the air car say. Do you know the amount of workers? Do you know where the amount of countries Uber is? Now it's big or see gene ride. Why app no my gene ride?
Ride.
Or person only bibia or big bibia can to acquire gene ride. That's what I say. And foolishness like that. Oh yeah, gene ride no so no. You see, if you're a business person now who launch new product, your product should be distinct from the others to have a significant difference to be able to survive. G-Ride is not a bad thing, but it would be so nice to run G-Ride on solar, if I say cars, and I say cars are EV, electric vehicles. And G oil is for us, which is Ghana oil. Why don't you guys use Ghana oils? Once a Ghana oil go no more filling station, no more side BB. Put a friend is a charging station there. Not one man for you start G ride with about 100,000. Your friend is saying electric vehicles. Obe charge Okanawa slot. That will even be a form of income, and in turn the fares will be lower. So you have G ride buses and you have G ride a friend is saying solar cars. G ride EV. All these things are there. I was somewhere. Why app no 2 days uteninka why ba could be so GMS so say then you say Ghana music we na on the nam no lunch you see could you sell the more hype no. It is sad. It is so about me I don't see any political in say yeah so obeba back near the
yeah
yes.
Okay so no na che say yeshemu Donald Trump say the or warm up at call back to White House. Enti sana Ghana for binum so say John Dramani Mahama so ebe yanka akabeye a month and a day because ene seth ani na say echina ne bosume pepepe na che say yensa tinti me pepa so say ya ebinum che say it is Mahama or nobody else. Enti said the Kamala wedding kuku sa pepepe ena Dr. Muhammadu Baumia ye chirema na say enya dia ebeso say in the words of a year hopes in Adoye or say Kamala is going out in the same way Baumia will be going out. But then Ghana had the Bibia Timisi, that's the 2020 yehu no ye nim what 7th December has for us. Ye be wa atwen yemu until say ye be hu de be kwako wie ewo December 7th abanimu. So the only thing is she was sitting him Nato abapa yeda sese munya abre edhwe